I proposed to my girlfriend, but she turned me down, saying it wasn't her dream proposal. I told her I hope her dream comes true and I ended the relationship with her. Now everyone is upset. Plus all updates. I'm a 30-year-old man who had been with my ex-girlfriend, a 30-year-old woman, for the last 3 years. We met at my former job as coworkers and hit it off immediately. Normally, I would not date a coworker, but at the time, I knew I had my current job lined up, so I asked her out. After our first date, I knew that we had the potential to go the distance, and we had been together ever since. We got along well, but we were a case of opposites attracting. I am more laid back and introverted, while she is really extroverted and emotionally intense. She is the life of the party type and loves to be the center of attention, whereas I prefer being low-key. This difference caused some disagreements in the past, but we mainly reached a happy medium. Over the past few months, we really discussed marriage and family in detail. We looked at rings, and I even talked with her parents. I bought the ring, and the only thing left was the proposal. 3 weeks ago, I proposed, but it didn't go as I expected. I planned a nice, intimate dinner for just us after a day full of activities that she loves, and everything went perfectly. We talked about the future again, and I told her that I loved her. Then, I got on one knee and asked her to marry me. She said, "No, not this way." I was really confused and asked what she meant. She explained that she had always dreamed of a more elaborate surprise proposal, with all her friends and family hidden nearby in some public venue, with it all being filmed. She said that she thought I would have gone all out for her. I told her that I had planned an announcement dinner for our friends and family a few days from then, but I wanted this moment to be something intimate, just for us. She said I should have waited for the dinner to propose. By this point, I was emotionally exhausted and devastated. I told her that I hoped she would get her dream one day, and then I broke up with her. She started to cry and asked me to reconsider, but I left and texted everyone, letting them know that she had said no and that we were over. Chaos. Pure chaos ensued, with her and everyone else telling me we could fix this, but I just feel empty. I just want to get away because it seems like I have no space in the relationship. It feels like I've been catering to her wants, and her saying no to the proposal just sealed the deal. I think I'm going to transfer within the company I work for and just rebuild elsewhere. Am I the asshole for breaking up with her after she said no to my proposal? Update, it's been a few days since I posted, and I've taken the time to read through a lot of the comments and advice. I also needed some space to process everything that has happened. Many people pointed out that her need to be the center of attention would likely continue to spiral out of control, leaving me constantly pushed into the shadows so she could bask in the spotlight. I reflected on our history and realized that every personal win I've had over the past 3 years somehow turned into an event centered around her. For example, when I got a promotion, she congratulated me but quickly flipped it to highlight how she was the one who pushed me to be better, suggesting I should be grateful to be with her. Any conversation about something important to me always ended up being about her and how her issues were seemingly more significant. I remember the time she talked endlessly about what her wedding would look like, with no mention of my preferences or us as a couple. It was just her vision of being a Disney princess, with the best dress and every eye in the room focused on her. What really caught my attention, though, has been her theatrics on social media since our breakup. She's been posting videos of herself sobbing uncontrollably, talking about how broken she is since I left. But everything in those videos is just perfect hair, makeup, background, lighting, and angles. Who looks that flawless while supposedly having a mental breakdown? Meanwhile, I look like a mess, barely holding it together. Yet, there she is, crying on camera, soaking up all the attention, responding to every comment, and painting me as the villain. After she refused my proposal, I talked with my family, and they suggested we go to counseling, though they emphasized it was ultimately my decision. I also tried to talk things over with her, but she just blamed me for everything. I asked her how this could possibly be my fault when she was the one who said no to the proposal. Her response? I should have known she wanted something more elaborate and that I could still make it up to her because she deserves it and won't settle for anything less. Well, I'm done. This relationship is over. I've blocked her and anyone else giving me problems, and I've submitted my transfer request at work. In about a month, I'll be starting fresh in a new place. I want to thank everyone for their advice, and hopefully, I'll bounce back and find someone who's a better match for me.